Well, good day. Lots to talk about. Things happening everywhere, all over the markets, and the things that we trade as well. Let's talk about soybeans. We trade these at the CME Group in Chicago, and they've been the trade du jour over the last, say, 18 months, 2 years, because of the tariffs that we've had with China. But we've now got a different issue with China. We've got a virus, and that's going to change the layout. And we've talked more about corn because of its relationship to oil and what's been happening with Saudi Arabia and Russia, and then with our downturn in demand here because of the energy and ethanol and the likes. But now soybeans kind of creeping back in here because I think that we've seen some stuff kind of line up technically that is interesting. So let's just first start off by saying that I've been talking about maybe taking your chips off the table and reassessing where do you want to be here. Let's get an idea about where this market's been going. And you know who's done that is the managed money, the funds. They normally have a pretty decent position going on, but right now they're virtually flat. I mean, they're long about 6,000 contracts of beans at last count. So all in all, that's really not that much at all. And so that's going to be more nondescript than anything else. But it's interesting to see that they've really curtailed their bias. That's number one. Number two is that, hey, if you talk about May corn, I've talked about these pennant formations, these flag formations where the range gets smaller and smaller and tighter and tighter, and then ultimately will break out of either that resistance level or break below that support level. And that's absolutely happening in May corn. And I would say that I'm not a big one for giving out numbers, but you have to kind of look at the upside. The resistance in this pennant formation, this flag formation, is going to be $8.83, and on the downside, it's going to be $8.43. That's your range, and that's going to get tighter if we stay in that. But we could break out, and whichever way we break out could be the direction for the near term there. So keep an eye on that. Also in Nove beans, the new crop beans, another flag formation. Funny that, right? So we've got another flag or pennant formation happening there, and the upside, the resistance level, is around that $8.86 level, and then on the downside, it's $8.59. That's a little bit of a tighter time for a tighter level, but as that time goes on and we get tighter and tighter, it will break out, and we'll see which way we go. Now, keep in mind, those planners are out there rolling. I've seen a lot of things on the internet as of late, some pictures, some guys are doing some decent field work in the areas that the weather's been right. So those two flag formations in May and Nove, new crop and old crop beans, if we break out either side of one of those resistance or support levels, that could be a very good tell where this market's going to take us in the short term during planting.